when I was 4, my family was in a car accident and I had a near-death experience. And I was taken out of my little body, and the angels that I had been seeing, I grew up Catholic in this lifetime. And so when my parents were going to mass on Sundays, I really went for the music and the beautiful architecture and the windows. And I would look up at the ceiling and I would see all of these angels dancing around and waving at me. And so when I had this out of body experience, or near death experience, really, I saw them again and they were saying, come on, we have a little time together. I saw my personal guardian angels, 2 of them, and they said, we're taking you back home. I had 2 voices in my mind. One was my little girl, 4-year-old voice, this voice, and then this voice that you're hearing now. And it surprised me. Who's this old lady speaking? And they said, oh, that's you. That's your consciousness. That's the voice that never leaves. That is your God voice. Now, as I speak to you now, there's a lot of ego in here because I'm in the human body for now in my human tailored coat. But at that point, I had not heard my grown-up voice yet. I was like, who's this lady? Who's the grown-up? Is she nice? They said, just go with it. And I'll tell you, this is also why I remember that near-death experience so well, because I had my adult consciousness with me. They took me home. I went to the seraphim realm and they said, this is where you're from. And as an angel, when you wish to be in a cozy physical form, or when we need you to be in a physical form, this is where you keep your stuff. This is where you do the work. And I saw my locker. I saw my desk. I saw my coworkers. I saw all the unborn babies, all the stuff that we do in the seraphim realm. And they reminded me of the mission that I was given before I came to Earth. And at some point we talked about the choice. Could I stay there? I could. Could I go back? Either way, my mission would be completed. And my memory after that is not really making the choice to come back. My 4-year-old self remembered my mama and how sad she'd be if I didn't come back. And then at that point, I went whoosh right back into my body. And I came back with my gifts, I would say, amplified, and remembering the gist of what my mission was, although I've had several meetings with them throughout my life. And also they told me how the world would blossom, I'll say blossom. And that, if I could say that in a less cryptic, angelic way, parts of the timeline, who would be president, who would be emperor, who would be czar, when there would be a flood, things like that, and how to help. What specific prayers or light codes to download at a certain time, how things would be, and how things would look versus how they really are. And in regards to your question about, can an angel actually be on Earth? Yes. But think of us, we're pure messengers. We're like I always admired the janitors when I was a school teacher for a while. And I always admired the janitors because they're the ones that really ran the school. If you needed anything, you found the janitors. They'd been there forever. They knew everyone. They knew every child and what was going on at their houses. You found the custodians. We're like the custodians. We know the inner workings of the earth and heaven, and we have the gritty messages. There are different types of angels. My certain type of angel, if you were to unzip my physical body and look in, I'm pure angel inside. The way I got here was they helped me find the most perfect mom and dad that would serve my purposes and would help me learn. And also I could benefit that group of ancestors. So I was born through a mom and dad like everybody else, but my inner workings, I'm pure angel. Now, that's different than being an earth angel. An earth angel is someone who their ancestry long ago one parent is human, the other parent is angel. And that comes from the age of Enoch, when some of the angels fell in love with humans and they created a breed of half human, half angels. So we have those still that walk the earth as well. And then there's archangels. So that's how I'm here. And I wanted to say there aren't many of us, and then I got corrected. They said, yes, there are, Rachel. Yes, there are. Just because, see, sometimes my ego will come in. Just because I don't know them doesn't mean there aren't many here. There are many because it's the time. It's the time for all the helpers to be here. And many of them are being born and having a story much like mine, but they won't need to have a near-death experience to wake up. They're coming in awake. How lovely. We don't need trauma to wake us up anymore.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So you talked about some types of angels, Earth Angel, and you said Seraphim. Can you describe like how are angels there? Because I've heard different categories. I've heard about archangels, and especially Archangel Michael, Metatron, Raphael. I felt their presence, and so we know different types of angels. Then we know about guardian angels. But what is the exact difference, and which dimension are you from?
Ooh, I like the dimension question. I think in our human brains, we always like to think about neighborhoods and dimensions as places, but really it's a density. It's a vibration. So I'm from the vibration. I'm from the God vibration. I'm from the love vibration, which is a cool question you asked, because guess what? That's where we're all from. So when people think of angels, we're not religious. We're not assigned to any religion. There is actually, dare I say, there's no religion. We've created all of the religions on earth to serve us. Our consciousness has created all these different books and maps to help us remember who we are as one and to remember the God source. And angels, we're from the density of love. So it's not a location, but if you want to get there, it's opposite, right? It's not a location, but however, if you want to get there, you gather the vibrational frequency of purest love, ecstasy, delight, but you don't leave out realism. You don't bypass real feelings, because angels get to feel it all, because it's our job. We transmute. So what I noticed about the angelic realm is, if we want a chili dog, we're going to eat that chili dog, but we might not have a stomach ache after. It's like we have both. And if we have the tummy ache, we'll ask each other, well, how does this tummy ache serve us? We have all of it, but we sure have that delicious chili dog. So when you ask, where is the angelic realm? How do you get there? Everything isn't, you go there inside. You go into a meditation and you say, okay, I am going to first feel whatever I'm presented. What do I feel in my field? I'm going to feel it in safety and in love. And I get to that first. Breathe it in, transmute it, and then invite the love of the angelic realm to come to you. Invite it. And then do your very best to have all of the angels sit with you. It's not totally your job to go there. Invite them. It's a meeting. It's collaboration. And when you can be with that vibe, then look behind your eyelids. Go into your imagination part of your brain, and then that's how you go to that density. And you'll actually feel your body seemingly levitate. You could lay flat on your bed. You could sit lotus pose. That's the best way, because where we are now, we have made up the idea that this is a physical, real place. It's not. It's really not. And so when you go to dimensions or densities like the angelic realm, even though when I'm there, we can create physical things like the chili dog. What a weird example. It's not physical, and this earth is not physical either. So the more we can bring in that love, you can get out of this physical density and feel the angelic realm more, and all of the attributes, the colors, the music will start to filter into you. I forgot the beginning of your question.
Yeah. I wanted to know what is the difference between archangels, guardian angels, and seraphim, where you're from. So, can you
Oh,
just talk a little bit about that? And as you
yeah.
rightly said, that they are not just in Christianity. Actually, in Hinduism also there are some references of angels, and
Oh,
I believe they are across all religions. It's just that through Christianity they got more popular, probably across the world. But I would love to know about
that
the
makes sense.
different types in detail.
Okay, so guardian angels, they are assigned to souls, and they are assigned to those souls forever. So when a tree is created, that tree has a guardian, and that's their partnership for the length of the tree's existence. When a soul decides to be a soul, when God creates a soul, a person, they have a guardian, sometimes more than one. So that guardian angel and that soul, that's their guardian. That's their whole job. And then there are worker angels who have names, but I typically know them not to really care about what their names are. And sometimes guardian angels don't care either. The worker angels will be assigned to a building being built, or every physical, everything on Earth or other planets. Everything has an angel assigned to it. Even a cardboard box has an angel assigned to it. Everything has a watcher, an angel assigned to it. So those are worker angels. There's just an unlimited amount, legions of angels. Then we have the archangels, and they have the energy of the ascended masters. They they know a lot. They are kind of know-it-alls sometimes, but they're also really funny. Don't get in the game of Trivial Pursuit with them. Don't play Jeopardy with them. Don't play Wheel of Fortune. They'll always win. They won't let you win. Just don't. Don't. Don't play trivia. But they are not limited to time and space. They are for everyone. So if you and I were in separate places and we both needed the assistance of Archangel Michael, he can fractal just like your son does. He can be with me and you at the same time. He's like, "Good deal, Mom. I got it." And he's eating something delicious over there, helping you, helping me, no problem. Archangels are the same way because they're at that frequency of love. Son just froze us up for a second because he just like went, "Thanks for bringing me in," and then our call went, "Beep," and then it came back on. Well, booger.
Yeah, I saw that.
So yeah, archangels, and it seems like when we talk about archangels, they're the top, but like in the hierarchy, but all the angels, we really strive to have equality. So as a seraphim, at any time I could say to the cherub realm, I could say, "Can I be with you for a while?" "Oh, sure, come on." You could have, I could go there and live with them, and it'd be no big deal because we want to know what everybody else is doing. We want to appreciate that. So there's a level of dominions where the rules are made. And so, for example, I know in the Christian Bible, the golden rule, and that shows up in a lot of other sacred texts as well. That's from the level of dominion. And even though it was written a long time ago, in the level of dominion, we watch over that rule and make sure that it's not, so if somebody stretches that rule and tries to make it yucky, and make it bend to their will, then angels from the level of dominion would be sent to that situation. And they would watch over that and speak into people's ear because, in human form, we have free will and we can do some wild things with that. But the angels of dominion would be sent in to say, "Hey, that's not how that rule was written, we're here to help guide you to the best of their ability. So, yeah, there are different levels. It's quite fascinating.
Yeah, it is. My son always says that the dimensions are not really locations, they're vibrational spaces. So
Yes.
you move in and out of those every single day,
Yes,
essentially, till you establish yourself at a certain frequency. Yeah.
that's right. He's completely right.